doing this video based on another video that I saw, okay? Which probably, if it needs to be credited, I will at the editing, okay? Estoy haciendo este video basado en un video que vi también y lo estoy haciendo que se pueda darse crédito a la persona, okay? The reason I'm actually talking about it is because some of what was recorded on here is so real, okay? And this is something I have to say. A lot of stores are really not having people buy. Why is it? Well, it seems to be in these stores like this one, Best Buy. This guy is saying that not a lot of people are buying, and I believe it because, you know, I've gone to Best Buy and other places too, and they do have good, I guess, good sales, but not that well. And you can actually go and find different stuff online, not only because of the economy, but I think they're not really making an effort, okay? And nowadays, the way economy is, it fluctuates and it's not that great, okay? Some of it has to do, I guess, not only with not enough deals, but the competition and the fact that people nowadays are learning how to shop smarter, okay? And so I guess that's one reason. And the competition is a lot more. This is another one, as you can see. And it's kind of weird because, like before, there's stuff right here that you could actually find at those dollar stores sometimes. I'm not going to say just right here, but other places. And then dollar stores went up. Some of them closed. And it's a little bit bizarre, okay? And the customer service. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it has to do with all these new people or people that grew up and started working in these stores. But realistically, okay, look, like here. I mean, these are good prices, okay? And so people go different places now. I think they take it as a trip and they get to see prices. Sometimes they go ahead just to look, and they could look at stuff in videos also. And I don't know, before it used to be great looking for coupons and finding a deal. Now there's like a lot of specials. And one of the things I think is the customer service, like I said, okay? And it sounds weird, but it's the truth, okay? If you don't have good customer service, people are not going to go to the stores, okay? In this video, let's say Target. Look, this is what you find, okay? Nowadays, you find all these different things there. And, you know, these are deals, but you can find these deals other places too. So people are wanting to save money. And not only that, okay? I don't know if it's because people going to a store and any retail store or people start staring at people. It's happened to me and it freaks the crap out of people. And they stare at people. I don't know if they're thinking that people are going to do videos or whatever. But realistically, or they think they're going to take stuff away. And look, I don't think it's nice when people walk into a store and people assume that it's some kind of person from social media or somebody they knew from school, and they don't. And then they start talking about the people and staring at them. It's kind of weird, okay? It's really weird. These, I guess 7 years ago, that didn't happen. And I have to say, okay, there's a lot of new people that work at these places. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was that people that work there recommended them, or that they really don't have any good customer service and they badmouth people there. They start saying, oh, I know this person, I know, I'm staring at them. And it's freaking awkward, okay? Nowadays, I think a lot of people that go and videotape stuff, I think people think they're some kind of celebrities. because of social media, and they're not. Or people just go and stare and trying to catch people shopping, which is really an invasion of privacy, and it's not right, okay? And then others literally just think they're all that. And then they look at this and look at prices, and I don't know what's wrong, okay? And another thing is people started to be smart, I guess, or start looking at the tags. And since they've been at those stores before, they don't see much difference, okay? They look at the tags and maybe something was like, look, like this, okay? Something could be a certain price. And when it comes to specials, they put the prices up. And then they say they lower them. And which is kind of like a lie. And people are not that stupid anymore, okay? And so, like this had to do with the specials the day after a holiday, and the stores are not really full, okay? I'm gonna tell you one thing. I went to some stores and I felt really, really awkward, okay? Back, I think that's when it started. Uh, Back in 2020, 21, that kind of stuff started happening, okay? So the competition got worse, and the online buying stores. And I think people, I don't know what the problem is. You go in these stores and you have customers staring at you weird, and you have all these new sales representatives or customer service representatives staring at you, and it's stores that you probably went there for years, and it's kind of awkward. And as you can see, and a lot of this is 50%, 50%, and also the fact that you see everything on, you know, on sale. I think that's another reason that everybody's like, yeah, this is not true. And they're just literally, like, not wanting to buy it. You know, it's kind of like when you see a bunch of the same stuff and you're just like, maybe not. So it becomes kind of awkward. I think this has to change. This is one of my favorite stores, okay? And because it's really good. I've always thought they sell really good quality, okay? Really good quality and affordable prices. And it's not considered a cheap store either. That say, oh, it's cheap. No, actually, no. It's a nice store and it's elegant, okay? And different to what others say, okay? I really like Jessie Penny, okay? JC Penny. The thing is that that's another thing that has changed. It's like before you were able to get coupons, and if you buy a certain percent and you get coupons online, and that was super, super great. Now I think people like don't want that. And then you have, I think a lot of people discover that, or maybe people that have traveled from other places and they start going, and that makes people be uncomfortable, so they kind of run out of the stores, okay? They rather go to another store or another mall. That's one thing. And they start assuming, oh, they start talking or speaking a certain language and saying they know you or whatever. And that's freaking the crap out of you because you've never seen these people. I mean, this kind of stuff didn't happen to others, or neither me. They have learned to ignore it, but then that, or it's people that went to school with you, and 7, 10 years afterwards, that's what they're doing. They're working in a retail place and they're just staring at you and saying stuff. And I'm sorry, guys, but these people are the workers and you're the buyer, and it should be mutual respect and not bothering people. Foot Locker, that's another one. In this video, they're saying that these stores are really gonna like. It sounds bad because I I like some of these stores, okay, that are going. They're really not having a lot of business, okay. And look at this. Look at these things. And now with all these other places, kind of weird. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people shop at these stores, okay? But I also seen that a lot of people rather go to places where they feel comfortable. And I used to like a lot of malls all over in different places, and I used to go there. Ooh. And there's another thing, okay? You have Ross. And I didn't like going shopping at Ross that much because I didn't really like to be searching for stuff. But it seems to be they've become a little bit classier. Not that like all messed up thing. You actually can find nice things, but it's really not that cheap. as they say, look, this is a good price. You literally can find in some of these places really, really nice deals. Actually, if you go to the van stores, you actually go there and you have good deals, okay, which is really great. And everybody's shopping, not only because it's holidays, because they're shopping for their own stuff, okay? But still, they say that those days right after holidays when everybody used to go shop, not everybody's doing that. Now, when you're talking about games, yeah, there's still some stores that actually have people standing in line, sitting on the floor, waiting for certain games. And that's great because that's like in style, I guess. Um, there's a lot of people that are gamers and stuff. Um, that's another issue, okay? It's happened to the people, it's happened to me. People are assuming because of voices, like because similarity in voices, they assume that it's you. And it's really not. Look at these. These are great plays that you can actually, this is funny. Look at this. That's interesting, right? And places that you can actually go buy stuff. But you could buy a lot of this stuff online. And the truth is that people are doing that because transportation is, it's kind of expensive depending where you're at. And, you know, putting stuff in a car is also very expensive. And if we're talking about places in California, that's really expensive. Something that should literally be going down because I've heard in other states it's much, much cheaper. Hooray for all those places that have cheaper gas prices and other stuff. This store, this store has a lot of places that have closed down, okay? And it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad because it's like I'm seeing it has become a vicious cycle. And you might think it's in different states also, but I don't know. It's become a vicious cycle because I have to be honest, in comments with other people, the customer service, same thing. Look, in a talk we had with various people, they say, no, it's just the economy. There's different point of views, but this is an example that I'm going to say, okay? That it doesn't matter how economically well off you are.